This is Patricia lang. It's been fucking 3 weeks now. I'm going there, and I'm gonna fuck you guys up. Even if I have to die with your fucking guns. Fuck you all. God.
So psycho, so psycho, so psycho. Let's get cooking. Hello. How are you? I'd like to welcome you to Creepy Ghoul Vision. I am Creepy Ghoul, your host. Why is the camera so high? Let me adjust my tripod here. Holy crap. Didn't realize I had it so high. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, I guess that's kind of sort of how I like it. Oh, happy Canada Day, people, for those of you who are around and into that type of stuff. For me, to be quite honest with you, I managed to score another extended long weekend. I go back to the grind on Wednesday, so I'm grateful for any time I can get off to like just relax and just have a mental health day or whatever you want to call it, recharge my batteries type of thing. But anyhow, guys, I've got a really great video for you today on this Saturday afternoon, on this rainy, dreary Saturday afternoon. We were supposed to go on a 2-day, 2-night camping trip leaving this afternoon, but we were kind of sort of rained out for today, so we're gonna head out tomorrow morning and spend the night type of thing. Not too far from Toronto, a couple hours type of thing, not too bad. Funny, last time, to my knowledge, I ever went camping, I was like about this high. That high. And I remember I fucking hated it. My parents sent me to camp when I was a kid for a couple of years in a row type of thing. I hated it. That was probably the last time I went camping, really. The whole outdoors thing, tent, the whole shebang. It's either you're an outdoors person or you're not. I mean, I like the great outdoors. I mean, of course I'm into raw, primitive, underground black metal, so of course I have to be into the never mind. Anyways, so yeah, it's either you're into camping or you're not. I mean, I'll give it a fair chance, and I mean, if for whatever reason I feel I don't like it, you know, I'm the type of person I'd be willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Okay. But I mean, it's either you're an outdoors person or you're not, really. I mean, I don't think there's any in between, kind of, sort of. But anyhow, hey guys, I got a great video for you this afternoon. We got some stuff that's been sitting here for quite some time now. We're just getting to it right now. You like horror stuff? You like it when I showcase the horror stuff? The horror collectibles, and some miscellaneous collectibles. You like it when I showcase some punk rock music and some post-punk and some goth rock? You like that? Well, that's what you're getting today. That's what you're getting. And I'll throw some skateboarding shit in there as well. For all you stupid fucking skateboarders out there. Anyhow, I'd like to give a shout out. I haven't been there in a while, but I kind of sort of want to go maybe next weekend, if I have some time, to the mighty Vinegar Syndrome Toronto, down in the Roncesvalles area. Pop in and say hi to Hugh and Chris. And tell them Creepy Ghoul sent you. There it is right there. Vinegar Syndrome Toronto. Oh, don't forget about Andy. Can't forget about Andy. There you go, guys. If you guys want to scan that, if you can. I don't know if you can or can't. But there you go. The Vinegar Syndrome Toronto. There you go. Oh, I just had my lunch. I just had shawarma. Chicken shawarma from this place up the street here. They make the best chicken shawarma, let me tell you. Do you guys know what a chicken shawarma is? I don't know where you guys are watching from, but yeah, check out chicken shawarma. I don't want to get into it because it's not part of the video, but I mean, chicken shawarma. Shawarma Empire, if you're ever in my neck of the woods. Shawarma Empire on Lawrence. The best fucking chicken shawarma dinner ever. Believe me, for like 15 bucks. You're not going wrong. Plus, customer service is just like, yeah. I gave those guys an awesome Google review. Alright, let's get to it. What do we got? What do we got? Where do I begin? I got some records, Blu-ray, some collectibles, some weird shit here, and a little baggie of stuff. Let me get started. So, let's keep their bags. From the Vinegar Syndrome Toronto retail location at 399 Roncesvalles Avenue. If you're ever in Toronto, check them out. And yeah, you never walk out of there empty-handed if you're into the shit. So, the newest addition to my Blu-ray collection is The Playgirls and the Vampire, filmed in glorious black and white. Slipcase edition. I was lucky enough to get. I found this one. This was in their used section of the Vinegar Syndrome. Love slipcovers and Blu-rays, man. Really great stuff when you can get your hands on them. It just adds to the collection, the optics of your collection. Optics, that's my new word, optics. So there it is right there, Playgirls and the Vampire. And it's got like a bunch of features there. This is a really cool film. The women in this from the time are super fucking hot. I'm telling you. And it's got the reverse slip cover. I believe it does. Yeah, it does. Actually, yeah, it does. So there's the other one right there. I like that one, but I do like that one better. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me a bit of myself. But anyhow, there we go. A bunch of chicks find themselves stranded due to a storm, I believe, if I remember correctly. I've only seen this once, this was years ago. In a mansion they stumble across, and the owner of the mansion is the Count. And weird things start to happen. Really cool little film. Shot in glorious black and white for those of you who still can appreciate the black and white genre. I love black and white films, man. It adds such depth. Seriously. The kids of today, people of today, whatever, just don't understand this shit, man. I'm telling you. A lot of people I know couldn't even sit through a black and white film. Like, honestly. You know, it sucks. I like to share black and white films in my collection with people, but I just don't think that they would appreciate it. But that's okay. It's okay. More shit from the Vinegar Syndrome, man. I walked in. Chris got in. The Susie and the Banshees demos, 1980. There it is right there. These are the Kaleidoscope demos. Kaleidoscope is one of my favorite albums by Susie. Here are the demos from that album. And in all honesty, I've heard this before. Some of these versions, I'm telling you, are just fucking, in my opinion, even better than the originals that you would find on Kaleidoscope, in my opinion. This is definitely essential Susie. I love the first 3 albums, most definitely, and all the demos from the albums right there. So yeah, really happy to have this. It's a boot. Still, Chris at the Vinegar Syndrome gets in some of the best shit, man. And he prices them so we can afford them. So people can actually afford them. Yeah. I picked this one up, the Ramones Demo 75. And I was speaking with somebody about the Ramones demos a couple of weeks ago at my yard sale. One of the neighbors, she came with a Ramones t-shirt and we were talking about it. And I was telling her how much I love the Ramones. I much prefer the Ramones recordings. I love all the demos and I love the live shit, especially the early live shit from the 70s even to the 80s, even the 90s too. The studio albums just honestly are good. They just don't cut it for me personally. Give me the live shit and the demo shit, raw shit any day, man. I'm telling you, the energy is just there. Way ahead of their fucking time right here. Needs no introduction. What am I gonna say about the Ramones, man? Jeez, can't say nothing about them really. Like I shouldn't have to. So here it is right here. Here's a little gem right here that Chris got in at Vinegar Syndrome, and I was in shock. How many of you guys are familiar with Diamanda Gallus? I got into Diamanda Gallus through a friend of mine. It was many years ago. And this is my shit, man. You've never heard anything like this. This is one of the rare Diamanda Gallus releases. This is a boot, obviously. But any of her shit on any format is just really hard to get. This is Diamanda Gallus with John Paul Jones. We all know who John Paul Jones is. The Sporting Life is what the album is called. It's a very extremely fun album to listen to, I gotta tell you. Listen to Diamanda Gallus's earlier stuff, the Litens of Satan and all sorts of stuff, man. I am possessed. I am absolutely fucking possessed by old school black metal, but the early, even the mid, even almost all of Diamanda Gallus's shit just makes any fucking black metal sound like just, you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to listen to her to understand what I'm trying to say to you. But I mean, yeah, Diamanda Gallus is the shit. I would have loved to have seen her live, that's for sure. Diamanda Gallus is not for untrained ears. If you don't have trained ears, don't bother listening to her shit because you just won't get it. Seriously. But yeah, I love Diamanda Gallus. Anything I find by her that I don't have, I will get. Like, yeah, it's just hard to get. All right, let's move along, guys. I got some stuff here. So, from an Etsy seller, I scooped this one up. This little patch was in my Etsy wish list for quite some time, and I decided, what the hell? Let me just get it. Whatever, with some other little things. It was small. It was a hell of a lot smaller than I thought. I thought this was going to be the size of a cassette, an actual cassette. But no, it's that small. I was a little disappointed in the size. But it's, nevertheless, it's a pretty cool patch. Horror punk mixed cassette tape. I got this in hopes of putting together a horror themed jacket, like a Black Army jacket or something like that, sleeveless. I haven't decided yet. I'll see what I got, but I got like a bag of like all sorts of patches and stuff ready to go, like punk, metal, horror. Like I want to do like strictly a horror vest or jacket or whatever. Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, but yeah, there you go right there. I do like it, just I wish it was the size of a cassette, really. In the background, I don't know how well you're going to hear it, I've got this cold wave, dark wave, synth wave, 80s mix happening on Creepy Ghoul Vision. So I walked into, down here in Ontario or Canada, we have Shoppers Drug Mart. It's our drugstore, all one-stop shop drugstore, but anyhow. And they have their seasonal out, and I always pass by their seasonal, because sometimes you find some good shit in their seasonal, especially around Halloween. Their summer seasonal brought some collectible Hot Wheels cars, and I don't collect Hot Wheels, but when I do find like a gem, like say like a like a Batmobile. I collect Batmobiles and whatever. I would get it if it's. And this one was reasonably priced at under $10. Look at that, eh? Everybody knows by now that I am a Peanuts fan. Since birth till now, I'm almost 50, and I love Peanuts. I love the Peanuts gang. I've always said you could relate day-to-day life back to the Peanuts gang. So here is the Snoopy on his house, modified to be a hot rod. That's a sick fucking car. The 1950 Racing Club, Peanuts. Die-cast metal. Love that, man. Die-cast metal rules. That's how they used to make the toys. I had tons of die-cast back in the 80s. But yeah, look at that. I had to have that, man. There you go, right there. Peanuts is for life. I don't know how well you're going to see that. Oh, burping up my lunch. An old friend of mine dropped by my garage sale, and she brought me a little present. Now, whenever she gives me something, it's always the fucking weirdest things that she always gives me. I mean, I like it, but it's always the most unusual of the unusual. She got me these. It's a balloon arch. 75 black gunmetal, chrome, black marbled, and black bat confetti balloons in various sizes with 150 meters, holy shit, of black and white crepe paper streamers, hanging bat strands, white webbing, and card bats. I don't think I'm going to be opening this to show you guys because there's too many moving parts. But there it is right there. I'm eventually going to put this up, Tony. I will. Thank you very much for this cool little baddie present. I am eventually going to put it up when I get some time, because I know this is going to be like a bit of a chore. So yeah, I got to figure out where and how the hell I'm going to put this up. Looks really cool though. Looks really cool. And best of all, packaging is recyclable. Recyclable. Alright, love Halloween horror collectibles. I don't even give a shit what it is, really. My records are falling here. Okay, let's put them right here. Alright, so it's moving right along. So I got some more records to show you guys that I scooped up. Now, I do not. It's rare I would ever buy something off Discogs. I mean, I have, but it's very few and far between. And I think majority of Discogs sellers are just a bunch of fucking rip-offs, man. They're a bunch of flippers and fucking rip-offs, and they make me want to vomit, really. Especially for like punk rock stuff and just obscure metal stuff and black metal and like whatever. Anyhow, new Blind Seagull record came out this year. It's a compilation of the last 10 years of their career. For those of you not familiar with Blind Seagull, they're one of my favorite fucking newer post-punk goth rock bands. They're out of Russia, 3-piece, female drummer. Really great stuff. Very, very reminiscent of Sisters of Mercy, The Wake, and any 80s goth rock sound into the early mid 90s. That type of sound. You would think that these guys came out in the fucking 90s, man, I'm telling you. But there it is right there, new Blind Seagull record. I got this off a seller at Discogs for a really decent price, man. Off a label, actually, not a private seller, but a label. For the price and the shipping, it was great to Canada. I scooped it up right away. Well worth it for what it is. Here's another Creepy Ghoul recommendation, Blind Seagull. Check them out. Their shit's hard to get, like, on any format. But I'm very happy to have the new Blind Seagull. It's a compilation of the last 10 years, well, they've been around 10 years, and it's called Decade of Effort. Okay, Decade of Effort. Your best of comp. Really good shit. Okay, and now for something completely different. So, This would be considered a punk album of its genre, if you feel me. When this first fucking came out, I mean, like, it fucking changed everything. This in the 90s was like fucking Run DMC in the 80s. You know, and Run DMC, LL Cool J, NWA, etc., etc. I mean, here it is right here, kicking off the 90s, Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg. This album was absolutely positively essential. I did get this brand new on Amazon, and the reason being, I'll tell you right now, it's the 30th anniversary edition of this gangsta as hell as fuck album, and it features the original track. What is it? G's Up, Hoes Down, which has been omitted off all formats of the album for like a long time. So they've added it back on. This is the original release lineup, song lineup. Here it is right here. I haven't even opened it yet. But this is a great album, start to finish, man. It is extremely fun to listen to. And I think that this is just absolute essential. I really do. I really, really do. And I'm really happy to have it in my collection, most definitely. I remember getting this on cassette when it first came out. At the time, back in 92, 93, I think. 93. Yeah, really great shit, man. Great album. Okay, that's it for the records. Now, guys, here's the thing. A couple of months ago, we popped into a mall. I don't usually go to malls. I hate malls. I fucking hate the people in the malls. I hate everything about malls. But we had to stop in there for something. I can't remember quite what it was. But anyhow, I popped into the HT boutique, and just because I was there, and I said, "Oh, let me see what any new horror stuff they've got," because usually they're good for like horror stuff and like whatnot. And sometimes in their clearance section, they've got some pretty cool shit. So no question about it, I found some cool shit, and I'm going to show it to you guys. First cool shit I'd like to show you is Friday the 13th, Part 8. Yeah, Part 8. No, hold on a second. Part 8. No, Part 9. What was Part 9? Fuck. Part 10. Yeah, no, Part 8. Sorry, Part 8. Oh, man. How embarrassing was that? Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Socks. There it is right there. There it is right there. From the HT Boutique. This was actually in their fucking clearance section for like, I think, $7 or so. Look at that. No place to hide. And there's the, show you if I can. I haven't even opened these. I've got a whole drawer filled with novelty socks and stuff, but if you know the image, then you know what I'm talking about right there. There's Jason over Manhattan right there. Let's see, there you go. These are really cool fucking socks, man. I love novelty socks. And to my buddy Dave in Nova Scotia, who I send every after Halloween, I usually send them a little package. After Halloween, before Christmas, before the holidays, somewhere in between there, I always send them every year a cool package of like horror, Halloween stuff, collectibles, whatever I find, you know. And Dave, just so you know, in case you're watching, I got you a pair too. So that's the first thing going in your box this year, my friend. There you go. All right. Okay, the second thing I found, and this too was actually in their clearance section. Now I only have one other one of this kind. The what are they called? The Handmade by Robots collectible vinyl figure. I've got the Wednesday Addams one that I obtained. This one I got at the HT Boutique on clearance, if you can believe that. I got the Reagan Exorcist, the Vomit, or they call it the Pea Soup whatever, splattered edition of the figure. Now these are pretty cool figures. I don't mind them at all. There you go. Look at her. She's got pea soup all over her dress. Well, yeah. And oh fuck! I actually just noticed that. This is the head turn. So that's her back. I just noticed that right now. Holy crap! So yeah, that's the infamous head turn scene right there. So that's her back, and then her head's twisted. Hence the hair. Okay, I didn't even clue into that. Stupid me. Oh, I like it even more now. Shit. Black Light Pea Soup Reagan McNeil, limited edition. Black Light. Yeah, I don't have any black lights, but yeah, really cool. And I got one more thing for you. The Exorcist is one of my favorite horror films of all time, the original Exorcist. I love the graininess of it on the VHS format. I like the DVD when it came out. But I love that special edition fucking Blu-ray. When I first saw The Exorcist on Blu-ray, holy hell, man! The Blu-ray technology gave that film a whole other dimension. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before, man. Wow! Check this out, and it was the only size large they had. Again, in the clearance section. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and show this to you guys. I flipped. I first found this in size small and medium, and I'm like, oh, I was praying that they had it in large. There you go. What do you think? A plain black t-shirt. Ugh. No. Feast your eyes on that, motherfuckers. Look at that. It's coming at you right now. Look at you all. You're scared and you're frightened for no reason. Your mother sucks cocks in hell. Look at that, eh? The scariest movie of all time. No fucking question about that, ever. And it's got the vomit dripping down. Look at the vomit just dripping down this shirt, man. I love that. That is the t-shirt of the fucking year right there. Size large for Creepy Ghoul, the only size large. Thank you very much. And rule of thumb, with the exception of socks and boxer shorts, everything goes through the laundry before it is worn. Shirts, pants, etc. This rule of thumb. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the shit. And, you know, always give me a couple thumbs up, will ya? I welcome your comments in the description boxes below. Let's keep this going. Like, share, and subscribe to this madness we call Creepy Ghoul Vision out of deepest, darkest Scarborough on terrible Canada. Yeah, just enjoyed a nice lazy Saturday in the Batcave. As I have no interest, I guess, in what is going on in this city this weekend. You know, it's funny. Usually when I'm asked to donate, I do. $2, $2 at the grocery store, at the LCBO. For those of you who don't know what the LCBO is, it's our Liquor Control Board of Ontario stores, LCBO they're called. We got the beer store, then we got the LCBO, but that's another conversation. I was at the LCBO a couple of weeks ago buying some shit, and the guy asked me, would you like to donate to Toronto? And for the first time ever, I said, no thanks. And that was it. I felt no way about it. Usually when I'm asked, sure, $2. there are certain types of organizations that I have no interest in or would not show my support to for obvious reasons. Okay? I don't have any interest of anything that's going on in the city this weekend. And that's that. It's as simple as that. Stay weird. Still so psycho, so psycho, so psycho.